All right, ladies and
Hello.
gentlemen, welcome to the channel again. And this time I have a special guest again on the channel. Martin, welcome and good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you
How
too.
how has life been treating you? You just told me life is being good. You cannot complain.
That's right. Life is good. It's everything is going in the right direction. Learning, making money, nothing to complain about.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I see you have a nice background as well. Where are you staying?
I'm in Norway.
Norway. Oh man, it looks like bright in Norway. To be honest, I'm in Portugal and it's not bright here. To be honest, it's only raining.
Yeah, it was a lot of rain, but somehow now the sun is shining, so I'm
Oh
lucky.
man. And you're originally from Norway?
No, I'm from Hungary. Moved to Norway 15
Ah.
years ago.
Oh wow. Oh wow. But you speak the Norwegian language
Yes, I
and
do.
Hungarian still as well.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Well, tell me a little bit. What I wanted to learn a bit more about you is you have been in the community for a pretty long time already.
Hmm.
You joined the inner circle lately as well, just to have more proximity access to us and just making sure you make the correct choices. And I believe, if I can remember a little bit, is you were really picky with your choices and very careful thinking and really strategic. You were really strategic. Before you even did something, you need to know everything yourself first and then you make the decision. Tell me, how has your journey with ecom been? Like, how have you always been in ecom like this? Tell me.
Well, I started with ecom 2.5 years ago.
Mm.
I ended up somehow in Andrew Tate's community.
Oh, of
That's
course.
that's where everything started. I had a minor what's it called? Um, midlife crisis or something, and I realized that the way my life is going, I need to change. So
Mm.
that's why I started with e-commerce, and then I joined different communities. They didn't work out very well. I'm not a creative guy, so I don't,
Mm.
yeah, like Facebook and TikTok. It's really not for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up in a Norwegian community, which was working with Google Ads. I tried it, it didn't work out, and then I found Hank on
Mm.
YouTube,
Yeah.
and then I found you on YouTube, and
Yeah.
then I reached out to you and I joined the community. And then why I haven't been more active lately, it has been a lot happening in the background because well, I'm a father of two. I have two boys, 13 and 10.
Nice.
On the top of that, we started the dentist office. We bought
Oh.
a dentist office with my wife, and that took a lot of energy.
Mm.
And on the top of that, I'm also a manager between 8 to 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's plenty to do, but e-commerce is the goal. So that's it's just I had to
Mm.
pause it down because it was too much
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like half a year. That's why I also asked you guys, like, should I join the inner circle even though I cannot be very active now?
Mm.
And then I did, and it's worth it for sure
Yeah.
because it's a lot of good info there. And yeah, and now I'm scaling, and it's
Yeah.
going the right
Tell me a
direction.
little bit what have you seen with your numbers going like because when did you start your current store? When did you launch it?
I launched Google Ads mid-September.
Oh wow, that's literally 2 months ago.
Yeah,
That's literally 2 months ago. And what are the last 2 weeks of revenue doing for you now in your Google Ads dropshipping store?
the last two, yeah, I have been pulling like a bit over 1K. Since
Mm-hmm.
I said it was the first 1K day, it was 1K almost all the way. I had 2.5K day as well.
Oh, and
Because
what is your
some
record date? 2.5 or what's
two and a
the?
half, 2.5, yeah, because a company reached out to me and bought 12
Oh,
lamps.
oh my God. Oh, that's the beautiful thing as well, right? Because
Yeah.
companies are actually searching on Google for products as well. And
Mm.
if you have indeed, like for example, great lamps or anything else, like people will buy a lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can imagine 2.5K. That would be what with 500 euros in ad spend or something, maybe even less.
Yeah, yeah. The budget is let me see, around 420 now.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to convert from Swedish Norwegian crown
Yeah,
to
yeah,
euro,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's at 11-ish. So yeah.
Oh wow. So that could be maybe this month could be your first 30K plus month then, or 40K.
I hope so. Would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, to be honest, like Black Friday is next week, Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
So come on, that should be
It,
possible.
it, should be. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's amazing. And is this your first successful dropshipping store yourself, or did you have like crazy numbers before, or?
I have been running different setup with the previous, like let's say the total revenue I had, it was 40K over there,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't
Mm-hmm.
work out very well. I was losing on Google Ads.
Mm.
And then when I joined you guys, first I launched a Norwegian store, but because of the taxes, I just had to cut it off because
Mm.
it took off, but
Yeah.
I had a lot of returns and very high taxes, so I had to
Mm.
reorganize. And
Yeah.
now this one is the first one, which actually seems to be working well.
Nice man, nice man. And okay, if people are thinking, oh man, how did he start? How did he find his products? Can you take me a little bit to your first week of like building the store, finding the products? What was your approach? What is your strategy if you think about it? Picking the products, what would you do? What is your strategy?
My strategy is that we have a lot of guys in the community
Mm-hmm.
who has way bigger experience than me, so I would just copy them. Like
Mm.
I have to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy who's gonna invent something new here, at least not for the next couple of years for
No,
sure.
no, 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 no.
So so basically I just followed the course and I reached out every time I got stuck with something
Yeah.
and yeah, made a
Yeah.
couple of connections within the community.
Nice.
It's going well.
Nice. Oh, and since you've joined the Freedom Achievers, you have been able to build some new relationships, like you're in contact with new people?
Yes, we
Mm.
ended up running a store together with one of the guys.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's really nice. And you're planning to build out even more stores together, or is just now this one project, or what's the idea?
Sure. I mean,
Mm.
it's a very interesting learning adventure as well because then I have to learn to cooperate with somebody as partner. It's a
Mm-hmm.
completely different story. I have to learn what to share, what not to share, how to sell a store. So
Mm.
this is absolutely necessary
Mm.
for
Mm.
me. So yeah, I'm planning to continue with this and double
Mm.
down, triple down.
And you just told me you bought a dental office yourself as well. Like that's a business that you bought, or is your wife a dentist, or?
My wife is a dental hygienist, and her
Ah,
dream was always to have like be an owner of a dentist office.
yeah.
So we ended up that she did the university here in Norway, and as
Mm-hmm.
soon as she finished, we found a small dentist office and we bought the company.
Oh wow, that's
And we
amazing.
have been scaling that for the last 1.5 year, and that took some energy and a lot of
I can
money. So
imagine.
that's what I had to focus on. But now
Yeah,
it
yeah.
starts to run well, so I'm back here.
Ah, nice. And your wife is now like mostly focused on that business, or?
Yes.
Ah, wow. And you still have an 8 to 4 as well. Like let's say a 9 to 5, but you still have a story a job yourself.
Yeah, the thing is, I took over a workshop, like a car workshop,
Mm-hmm.
in March as a
Mm-hmm.
manager, and I'm building a team from scratch
Mm-hmm.
on the top of all of these other things. So that's why I had to put everything on pause because to build a good team, yeah, it takes a lot of energy. But now
Mm-hmm.
it seems like I have the team. I have 7 guys,
Mm.
customer intake technicians, students, and it seems to be working very well.
Mm-hmm.
So now it starts to run by itself. So
Mm.
I'm not dying every day. I can focus on other things as well.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it's literally where the attention goes, the money flows, and you have like multiple buckets where your attention needs to go. And especially if you're even a father, like I'm a father, and I can
Mm.
imagine that's also taking some time of your lab. So I can imagine this is not the easiest to manage. But what's the dream outcome then? Because you're literally doing an office with the dental office with your wife. You're doing this other job as well. You're doing ecom. What's the dream picture you want to achieve next year? Then, for example, what do you want to do?
The dream is to skip my 8 to 4,
Mm-hmm.
even though I like it and it's fun to be a manager, but I want to continue being a manager with my own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest son, he's 13. He is my VA at the moment, so he's
Oh
loading up
wow,
the products for me.
nice.
So I wanna work together with him and basically just I want to continue being a manager with my company and I want to work together with the people I want to work with and not some random
Yeah, yeah,
dudes
yeah.
picked for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can imagine. But and how is it going with your son? This is amazing if you're doing this with your son. Like, he likes it, or
Yeah, but boy 13, he's hitting puberty now, so
yeah.
yeah. But
One day he likes it, and one day he hates it.
yeah, it's like that. And so, but the most important is that I'm trying to teach him consistency,
Yeah.
explain to him why it's important, and yeah, I also offer him other options like, okay, you don't have to do this, but then what you gonna do? Because when
Mm,
you're 18, you're out. You're not gonna sit here
mm,
and
yeah,
play PlayStation while I'm paying the bills. That's not gonna happen. So
yeah.
you have like 4.5 years. Um, This is how, at least how I try to raise them. Like
Mm.
boys, they have to be, it's not like soldiers, but
No, they have
they
to be
need to
challenged.
be, yes, challenged and yeah, they need to be tough.
Yeah.
So,
I think I like this. I really like this approach. Like, okay, my girl is 4 months old, so I cannot ask her from
mm,
this, but I think this is amazing. I think this is amazing. And um, with the digital business that you're building, I can imagine that your son will maybe even see some new opportunities that he never ever maybe sees in his life when he is on school, etc. Do you think about that as well, like the future of your kids and because that's for me, for example, I have a 4 months old baby, so I'm literally just thinking about like, oh my God, if she turns 18, I cannot even imagine the world that we live in, to be honest.
yeah.
But everything will be digital, everything will be AI, everything will be like non-human interaction. How do
Yeah.
you see this?
Well, yeah, I completely agree. I'm trying to teach them how to learn pretty
Mm,
much because we have absolutely no idea what's going to happen in 5 years, in 10 years. It's so much which is
mm,
changing now. So I I try to teach them business. I try to understand, I make them understand how money works,
mm-hmm,
how much time worth. We have been they have been working a little bit before this as well, and with that money they invested in stocks. Then they
mm-hmm.
lost. Then they made some. Like I let them experience with this,
Yeah, yeah, I
and
think this
then
is great. I think this is great.
yeah, I just and also it's win-win because I have very busy days, but then I
Mm.
can involve them in my day.
Yeah, true. So you're doing something together, you're still building a connection with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so much fun when this order came, this big order. It's like, Dad, did you see that? Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yes. Because he has Shopify on his phone as well.
That's so funny, man. Being 13 and having your Shopify kachings on your phone. That's
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah. So the
I
whole
cannot
family is like,
imagine, man. I cannot imagine having your. Oh, man. I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait.
it's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
can
of fun.
imagine. Let's dive a little bit more into how have you approach Google Ads dropshipping because I believe you have outsourced your ads as well, right? Ecommerce agencies doing
Yes, I
your
did.
ads. So yeah, you probably as a manager already know. Okay, outsourcing is actually better than just doing everything yourself.
Yes.
So that's good. Can you give me a little bit of an overview how your business actually looks like? You just told me you had a big order with lamps, so I can imagine you're
Hmm.
being in the home decor niche, or is it what kind of stuff you're doing?
Uh, I started as home decor, but it's more of a general store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I'm running the Swedish market for now,
Oh, nice.
and I know Klarna. Yeah, but
You're running with Klarna?
yes, I do. But
Oh
what
my
I do
God.
is like I'm running separately. Like I have Shopify
Yes.
payments,
Yeah.
but I took off Klarna of that,
Yeah.
and I have two Sweden specific Svea
Yeah.
and Klarna, and those are run separately completely, and I follow very carefully what is
Mm,
happening with them.
mm, mm,
So that's the only store I have for now because
mm.
my goal is, since as you see I don't have so much time, I wanna learn and automatize everything as good as I can on this store.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now instead of trying to save money and trying to be careful, what I did is that as soon as I could, I jumped into Icarus customer service, Icarus media buying, and Econflows package
Nice. Yeah.
like this.
Boom. Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was a couple of funny weeks until I understood what is happening and how.
Yeah.
And still, what I'm working on most is to to improve the feedback loop with the
Mm,
customer service because I think that's
mm,
very critical. You gave me very good advice last time in inner circle meeting that even though
Yes.
I outsourced, just follow up and check. Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes.
100% correct.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I'm
funny.
doing
So
now.
indeed, for the people that are watching and you're like, what the fuck is Martin all mentioning? Yeah, this is the whole ecosystem we have in Freedom Achievers. I think everything in Freedom Achievers that's in the resources, we can give you guys to outsource literally everything. But I'm still a big fan if you outsource, that doesn't mean like, oh, now I don't need to look for anything anymore. No, if you outsource, now you need to manage, for example, the agency a little bit. And instead of like managing all the email tickets, you still need to manage some stuff. You need to still tell people, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that, I would love to have this. And what I see a lot of dropshippers do, they literally think, but you're not this guy, but I see a lot of people do, they outsource the media buying, they outsource the customer support, they outsource even anything. And then they think, so now we go to Bali and we're going to enjoy, and everything, the money that I make, I will put in crypto. That's literally what happens 9 out of 10 times. And then one of the business things explodes or the crypto market goes down and they're like, oh my God, you still need to manage where your intention is going to. So I think that's really important. Otherwise, you don't understand anything you're doing. And I think people that outsource too quickly, they have never had, for example, the first maybe dispute, or maybe their first email actually, or maybe their first request of address change and this kind of stuff. You need to go through this yourself at the beginning. And I think it's not hard to handle, especially with Google Ads dropshipping. It's not that you go from 0 to 50K a month literally in the first week. That's not possible almost. But you see, like your store is starting in mid-September and now doing between 1 and 2.5K per day, literally 2 months later
Yeah,
on autopilot. That's
yeah.
amazing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And what are the profit margins normally what you see now on your dropshipping store?
Uh, well, I would say, yeah, I still have some bad days, but generally it's between 20 and 30%.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Mm.
So you're in the home, if yeah, no, you're in a general store, Swedish market. How does now then your team look like? I heard already your son is a VA importing
Yeah.
products. You have the customer service already support the agency is taking care of media buying.
Yeah.
Do you still have something else?
Um,
Finance? Do you finance
I
yourself or?
do finance myself because I need to understand
Yeah,
everything for now before I outsource it.
yeah.
Also, it's not that much. I struggled through these finances as a manager everywhere, so now I
Mm,
got used to it kind of, so I don't mind going through this.
yeah, and then of
Um,
course a private supplier. That's of
yeah,
course the one that
yeah,
you use.
that one actually I have from the previous community because
Yeah.
it worked out very well, so I just
Yeah,
continued with
why
it.
not keep
And
it? Yeah, yeah, of
hmm,
course. Of course, there are many of them. There are many of them.
yeah,
And for the rest, any more team members or anything else?
not yet, not for now.
No.
So I'm basically the main store manager at this
Yeah.
point. I have a guy who I just had an interview with, like a friend. He works until December with me in the car workshop,
Mm.
and I see huge potential in him.
Mm.
So I'm trying to, yeah, I just have to see. You know, let me just get sidetracked a little bit. Instead of, how to say it? Um, I try to find right people in my life everywhere.
Mm.
And
Mm.
sometimes timing is good, sometimes not. And
Mm.
when I find the right person, I rather try to find something for them to do instead of when I have an opening, then I try to fill it with some random people quickly.
Yeah, 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 true.
And
True.
so now I found this guy, so now I try to see if I can make something out of it.
Mm.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
long term, that's the most difficult to have
Yeah.
right people, right team. Everything is up to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine you have already, I guess, way more experience even in this. But indeed, I noticed this as well. Sometimes you meet people on your path and you're like, this feels good, but I don't know yet what this actually should be or what kind of function, or you're literally just thinking, what is this? And I think it's really great that you keep them in the loop and you literally say this like, man, I see great potential maybe to do this later together something. I don't know yet what. And then you literally start to ideate on it. And people love this normally because they see that you care actually. They see that you care. Instead of, oh man, the worst thing is like, oh shit, something is going wrong. Now I start calling every random person that I know and let's see who will fix this for me.
Yeah.
The urgency already there is not good for the traineeship that people need to go through to maybe understand what they need to do.
Mm.
I think that's crucial. And you're mostly then working with people that you actually know. That's what you prefer, like you met them
Yeah.
or build
I
a personal
mean,
connection, right? That's actually what
yeah.
you're doing.
Yes. Yes. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah, yeah. So you're
Mm.
not this typical guy that now goes to Upwork.com or online jobs and then just see who is the cheapest and the quickest.
No. No, that's not me.
No, okay. No, I can imagine. I don't know if this is indeed the best strategy as well, because these people are not always the best, to be
Mm.
honest.
Yeah, it's upsides, downsides with both strategies, I think.
Mm,
In my way, probably I move a little bit slower but steadier.
mm,
But
mm,
then again, I'm trying to find people around me who are not like me.
mm,
So then I can delegate something and probably, like for example, my wife with the dentist office, until
mm.
I make a decision, she failed 3 times and fixed with the fourth one, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then that's a good choice. So
yeah.
she executes way faster than I do. And then we realize like, okay, then it's much better. But she doesn't go so deep.
Mm,
So then we have this setup that she runs like on
mm,
crazy speed
mm,
all day,
mm.
and whenever something goes wrong and needs to be analyzed, then that's my turn.
Yeah,
Then she
yeah,
just asks me, please, I'm stuck with this. Okay, all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
and then I grind it out.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
so amazing. I love that. I love that. Let's talk a little bit about what was actually different between you joining Freedom Achievers and joining all these different communities and maybe even courses. What took your attention to Freedom Achievers, and what do you notice between the program what's actually different than any other programs?
Um, if I have to say one word, transparency.
Hmm,
Like I saw the video you guys made, and it's zero bullshit. This
hmm,
is what we do. This is how it is. Okay, I can work with that. So I joined.
hmm,
That was pretty much it.
hmm. And you went through the content. When did you join? Like this year? What?
I I think it was 2024 September, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah, because then I was working actively on this,
Yes.
and that's when I ran this Norwegian store,
Yeah.
and that didn't work out, and then I needed to get back to 8 to 4, and then the dentist office and everything. So that's when I had to put it on pause.
Yeah.
But I went through the content multiple times actually.
Hmm, hmm.
And also, it's super nice in the community that it's like Google. You just search whatever. Like,
Yeah.
let's say I get a scary email that somebody is claiming some kind of copyright
Hmm.
things on me, and instead of going into panic mode, I just look it up. Like, hi
Yeah,
guys,
yeah. You type
did
in
anybody have
copyright.
this?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's like, oh, it's the same. Okay, so it's scam. Okay, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. It's very nice.
Yeah, I think this is great actually. Indeed, I never thought about this so deeply, but indeed, like if you have 500 plus people going through the exact same system,
Mm,
people will have the same problems that you have. Even though you think, oh my God, why is this happening to me? You will find some people that will literally say, Martin, I had the same, man. I had the same.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think
and
that's great. And you joined the inner circle, I think 2 months ago or
I
even longer
joined
ago.
a little bit longer ago,
Yeah,
but I needed to send a message to Enrique to ask, like, I want to join, but
yeah,
it's not realistic for me for 2, 3 months to be an active member.
yeah,
But then price was cheaper, so I
yeah,
just
yeah.
was
That's
like,
true. Yeah,
would it make sense?
yep,
And he
yep,
said, yeah, if that's the plan, then why not? So
yeah,
I joined, and I was
yeah,
just following up a little bit, seeing
yeah.
what's happening in there.
Yeah, I think you're being really now consistent as well. That's what I noticed. Now I know I can remember indeed these inner circle calls where you're literally just thinking and chilling in the background and more like okay this
Mm,
and I
yeah.
believe like as soon as the momentum came in, something clicked for you. Like okay,
Mm,
momentum is there, consistency needs to be there as well.
yes. Like back at that time, I was building the store. Like I wake up every morning 5, and then I
Mm-hmm.
build the store from 5 to 7. Then I wake up the boys, and then I go
Yeah,
to work.
yeah,
And then at that time, there was not much to ask. I was just doing what I had to do
yeah,
and following up what's happening in the community.
yeah.
But now it's more active. So
And but how does your day look now then? Because like everything is almost outsourced. What are you doing now? You're chilling. You're sleeping now from 5 to 7 or what?
no, 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 not yet, not yet. As I mentioned, my 13-year-old, I need to check what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
of course. So basically, I wake up in the morning, coffee, and then I go through the customer emails. I see the finances, how things are, if I need to give feedback to anybody. I'm not gonna take over any emails. If
Yeah.
something goes wrong, then I just tell them, please fix this. Same with my son. Like I went through, this was incorrect. Amazing job, but this you need to change because that was not good. I add some products myself,
Yeah.
and then yeah, like that's what I'm doing in the mornings pretty much for now because I don't want to. I considered adding another market to it, but I would rather want to see this November, December, this Q4. I want to see this through with this one store.
But I
Don't want
can
to risk.
what's the goal? No, not even the goal, but what's the number then that you literally think, okay, now my 8 to 4 actually makes no more sense? Because I can imagine, of course, you have outsourced a lot and you have a partner, so that means like your true profit that goes into your pocket will be less, but now your headache is actually less as well, which I can
Yeah.
imagine. But man, what's the number that you need to hit that you're like 8 to 4 makes no more sense actually at this moment?
Let's say
Because
I
you're
would.
making probably 40 to 50K in revenue this month. And let's say you do 50K in revenue and let's say you're doing 20K profit. That means, I guess, in December, I've been running in the exact same niche, etc., from yours place. And I know a 100K month is very easily done in December. December is actually probably your best
Mm,
month.
mm,
Probably.
yeah. Well, if I would hit 600. Um, no, wait. Now I'm switching to Swedish
Yeah,
crowns.
no,
50,
Swedish krona. That's
50,
50 to
yeah, so 50,
60K.
60. Yeah, 50, yeah, that's too far scaling. Yeah, 50 to 60 in average. Then why not? Then I could
Yeah,
jump out. But for now, I just want to see through this Q4. Plus, then comes New Year. I need to see how it looks when it slows down, and then comes Chinese New Year.
yeah,
Until the end of Chinese New Year, I want to see this through. After
yeah.
that, I still have it in like I want to establish Hong Kong company after Chinese New Year. When I see that I'm still making the profit and everything works out how it should, and when that setup is up and running
Yeah,
with completely because I need to get away from Norway. Norway
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
crazy with taxes.
yeah.
When that runs, I think that's gonna be the time when I can just leave
Yeah.
that job.
Yeah, I think this is great. So for everyone that's wondering why so many people are switching to or changing to Hong Kong companies, well, it's pretty simple indeed. Hong Kong is really simple to set up from offshore. You need to have your connections. We do have this in Freedom Achievers, but indeed, a lot of people worry about this already too early. While I'm like, just make your first 50 to 100K in the country that you're living. That's no problem. You're still a small fish for the government in your country. Like a 50K to 100K business is nothing normally for in Norway, Netherlands, Belgium, Switzerland. It's nothing. Pay your taxes, make sure that everything is going well, and then you have cash to invest in a better setup, to really have strong payment solutions, to have better tax systems. And you guys are literally on pace to do this. Like you should even, maybe you can even install it or maybe buy it earlier and then install it at the end of Chinese New Year, because then normally it takes like what, 2-3 weeks that everything has changed and everything is going
Mm,
well. But I think
yeah.
this is great. This is great. Are there any other business goals that you guys want to do after Chinese New Year, like or you did not think further than this?
No, I mean, I'm thinking Hong Kong should be set up on a completely new store and
Mm-hmm.
everything separate.
Mm-hmm.
And I would keep on running this Swedish store, but at that point, I would like to add the Danish market as well.
Mm.
Because it's I would say it's easy to do. It's like, okay, I translate everything,
Mm-hmm.
but the payment providers and everything are the same.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only reason why I cannot add Norway is because I'm here, so then
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's
it
better
gets
to not do
complicated.
this. Yeah.
Yep.
Then you later with the Hong Kong you could do this.
Yeah, then I can. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, it's funny. You're going for the Scandinavian markets, and I think this is OG stuff, like especially with Facebook ads dropshipping and the European people. They were always scaling in the Scandinavian markets, but then Scandinavian Facebook became a little bit more competitive, but still, I think it's a great market. But indeed, like Google is still pretty untapped in there. That's what I noticed, because a lot of people think the language is a big barrier, which is actually not. It's really easy to
Yeah.
translate these days.
Hmm.
But the only thing is indeed payment providers and people that have been burned before with Klarna, with Facebook, because with Facebook you can literally go from 0 to 10K per day in what, 2-3 weeks.
Hmm.
Klarna will not like this. Klarna
No.
will not like this. And then they get burned and then they can never get back to these Scandinavian markets. What you're doing within 2 months at 1.5 to 2.5K days is really sustainable, even for Klarna. Even the
Hmm.
payouts are nice, then everything will be nice. I think this is great. And now you have this benefit, you have this advantage.
Yeah, and this store which I'm running now, it was from before, from the previous strategy. So I kept the same store, I just rearranged it, meaning that Klarna is like 2 years old,
Oh,
everything
amazing.
is two
Yep.
years old. And I had the GMC, I created the GMC like a year ago, which I didn't use, but I connected everything, so it was just aging
Ah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So when I decided, okay, let's go with this, there was no blockage on anything whatsoever because
yeah,
everything was already approved. Klarna knew that I have this traffic, and also it's nice that I speak Norwegian, but Swedish, I understand Swedish-ish.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not that different. So when I have any issue with Klarna, I just take the phone and I call them
yeah, yeah,
and I discuss like this is the situation, that's what a customer did, how would you approach it? And then when
yeah.
you have this personal connection, it's much less issues than just guessing and hoping
100%.
and yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think you're doing amazing, man. I think you're doing it a smart but still a very safe way. That's what I noticed. You're being safe with your decisions. But you're still being on top of it, and I think that's really, really good. Chinese New Year, so it's still 3-4 months away. So it's like you still have some time to really scale this thing.
Mhm.
And I think, yeah, I would love to see you again next month when you're doing 100K. I think really this is something you should be aiming for. I really feel that I know in this niche. You will have a high AOV. The buying power will go crazy in December, and
Mhm.
yeah, you will be shocked. Like probably ecommerce agency will tell you like, Martin, we're gonna scale. We're gonna scale.
Yeah, yeah.
You need to tell
That's
them like, please, I don't want to make too much money. That's what you need to tell them.
but it moves fast, yeah. It's
Yeah.
last 2 weeks we were scaling twice a week.
Yeah, amazing, man, amazing. Martin, I would love to thank you for this interview, for just chatting with me. If you would say to the people that are thinking, oh, I want to join Freedom Achievers, but is it not too late? Is it not too saturated with Google Ads dropshipping, or is the community worth it? What would you say to these people that are thinking Google Ads dropshipping is not worth it and Freedom Achievers is already too late?
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's so much we can achieve out there. Probably, if I go from my example, if somebody is scared, um, don't start with the biggest markets. That's one
Mm.
of the reasons why I'm running Sweden. Yeah, it's a bit more complicated, but then you are advertising for 8 million people, not 300. And
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
you can start on a smaller budget as well.
Yeah,
Um,
that's completely true. I believe in the content that's going to launch soon, I make my top 10 markets, and indeed, for example, Switzerland, Italy,
hmm,
Spain, Sweden, Denmark, Norway. These are all still countries and markets that are lower than the US, because people think I can only do this in the USA, but then you need more budget and more time. While,
yeah.
for example, a smaller market already is UK, same English market, but a little bit smaller. And if you want to go then maybe even indeed smaller than Australia, for example. So
Hmm.
this is that's the approach that I really love as well. And people are still crushing it in these local markets. It's
Hmm.
insane. Yeah.
And it's good to go gradually. Like let's say I make enough money now with the Swedish, then I can
Yep.
drop the Danish on it. When these two runs, then I can switch to Hong Kong, and then I
Mm.
have from these two stores enough capital to, let's say, jump into the UK or Germany or
Mm.
even the
Mhm.
US.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
otherwise it's just pure stress.
Yeah. Yeah. True. No. True. I think this is a good approach. Well, Martin, thank you for joining me on this call. I will probably see you in the next call in the inner circle and in the community. That would be amazing.
Thank you.
Um, And of course, keep scaling and keep teaching your boy the good things. I love that, what you're doing.
Will do.
All
Thanks
right,
for the
man. See you
opportunity.
soon, my friend. See you.
See you.